Ave Maria. Welcome to the great month of Mary, the month of May, the month of flowers. And in this month dedicated by the Church to our Blessed Mother, it is a month full of graces. But how can you tap into these graces? How can you benefit? How can you get the graces from Our Lady that are flowing in this month? I'm going to give you 10 ways which you can use to grow in love with Mother Mary and thereby getting you the graces that you need from God through the hands of Mary. Remember, all graces from God come through the hands of the Blessed Virgin Mary. That is how God decided it to be. You can't question it. That's his choice, not ours. Ours is to receive through her, who gave flesh to the incarnate Son of God. So the first way, and I would say the best way to get connected to the graces of Our Lady, is to pray the Rosary every day. And I'm talking about mainly the Marian Rosary, the normal Rosary, which everyone knows, which every Catholic loves. It is very important to pray the Rosary every day. When you're holding the beads of the Rosary, you are connected. You are connected to the Blessed Mother. You are holding her hands. On one side, your hands, on the other side, the Mother's hands. So please pray the Rosary every day. She will come to you, she will love you, she will provide for you. In fact, if you ask me anything which you can do to assure yourself of salvation, if you ask me one thing, I will tell you to pray the Rosary every day. That is the way that I'm sure that you will never lose your salvation. All the saints in history who have been on this planet loved to pray the Rosary. They loved Our Lady, they loved the Rosary. We must imitate them. They are our models. So please pray the Rosary every day. That is how you defeat the devil. When you pray the Rosary each day, do not miss a day. Make it a habit and pray the Rosary every day. The second way to get graces from Our Lady this month is to wear the brown scapular of Our Lady of Mount Carmel. I've also talked about this before. It is a very powerful sacramento. It is what identifies you as a son or daughter of Our Lady. This is how the scapular looks like. Please do not wear what they call a rosary scapular. It's not a scapular. A scapular must be made of wool, and the rosary scapular is made of plastic. It's not made of wool. As you can see, this is wool. This is what you need. It must be made of wool. And before you wear it, please get to know the conditions that you need. I did that in another video. You can check through the videos. There's a video I made talking about the scapula, so you can watch that and then get investigated by a priest when you know the conditions that you need for wearing the scapula. The scapula is a garment. It identifies you. Even when the devil looks at you wearing the scapula, he knows you are untouchable because you are a child of Mother Mary. It is the same way when you meet a soldier dressed in uniform, you automatically know that he's a soldier. That's how we get identified in the spiritual realm as children of Our Lady, children of our Mother. The third way is to do reading about Our Lady. Please read, research about her. That is how you will grow to learn to love her. You cannot love the Lady, you cannot love Our Lady if you do not know her, if you do not trust her, and you cannot trust her until you know her. So when you read and she sinks deep into your heart, then you grow that trust, that love in her. There are several Marian classics written by saints, written by other pious people, but the ones I would recommend, number one is The Glories of Mary by Saint Alphonsus Marie de Grigori. He was a great Marian saint, a doctor of the church. If you read that book, I'm sure by the time you finish, you will have totally grown in love with Our Lady. Most Catholics, yes, have a superficial love for Mary because that's what our religion teaches us, but they do not really know her, so they do not love her in a deep way. So when you read such books, you get to know what her power is, and then you will fall in love with her. So The Glories of Mary by St. Alphonsus Marie de Grigori. Number two, Mysticity of God by Venerable Mary of Agreda. It is a very wonderful book. It is the apparitions. Venerable Mary of Agreda got apparitions, and then Mary told her, filled in the blanks from the Bible. Most of the things that happened but were not recorded in the Bible, Mary revealed them to Venerable Mary of Agreda. So you will see how Mary performed very beautiful works, miracles, during the time even before she gave birth, even after the early church. It's so beautiful, it's so big, but you'll know how powerful Our Lady is. The next book is True Devotion to Mary by Saint Louis Marie de Montfort. It is a very wonderful book. It is a Marian classic. If you want to do consecration to Our Lady, you have to read this book. But even if you don't do it, you still need to read the book. The next book is The Secret of Mary by Saint Louis Marie de Montfort again. He was a great Marian saint. The Secret of the Rosary, Saint Louis Marie de Montfort. You can read Hail Holy Queen by Dr. Scott Hahn. Dr. Scott Hahn is a convert. He was against the Catholic Church until his knowledge of Scripture led him to the Catholic Church. And he's a great Marian guy. If you read this book, you'll also get to know Our Lady. There is The Imitation of Mary. There are two books. One is by Thomas A. Kempis, the one who wrote The Imitation of Christ, and there's another one who's the author. I don't remember at this time, but they are great books. Is The Mirror of the Blessed Virgin Mary by Saint Bonaventure, Doctor of the Church. They are great books. If you got these books and you read them, I'm sure by the end of the month, your perspective of Mother Mary will have totally changed. Because the saints give you a perspective of Mary that you have never seen, that you didn't know existed before. And so you'll grow in love. The fifth way, I think the fourth way, I've already done 3. The fourth way is to do consecration to Mary. It is a process where you change your life, you totally give yourself to Mother Mary. She works in you. You no longer are entitled to your prayers or merits. There are several ways of doing this. Of course, the most common one is the one by Saint Louis Marie de Montfort, which the Montfortian priests can help you to do, but there are other ways. Is one by Saint Maximilian Kolbe, is another by Father Michael E. Gately. So they are different. You can do whichever you like. It's normally a 33-day process, preparation, and then after 33 days of learning, of praying, then you totally consecrate yourself to Mary. Sixth way is by imitating her. You cannot receive graces from Mother Mary until you start orienting your life to hers. Please imitate Our Lady, especially in areas of modesty. Our Lady was always modest. She would dress like a proper lady, long things which do not cause scandal, and this is especially for ladies. You cannot be a daughter of Mother Mary when you're wearing what is contrary to her. She warned us at Fatima that certain fashions will come which offend the Lord. The fashions have since come. Leggings, damaged see-throughs, and many others which cause scandals to men. So please imitate her. But you can even imitate her in other virtues. She has so many. In fact, Our Lady has all the virtues that have ever been there, that all the saints have ever had. She has them all: charity, patience, mortification, etc. And then the sixth way is by doing Marian devotion. There are so many different devotions out there for Our Lady. 7 Sorrows Rosary, you can pray the 3 Hail Marys, you can do the first Saturday devotion, so many of them. You can even join her confraternities. You can register the confraternity of the Rosary online. You can join the Legion of Mary if you have not been a member. It is a great way to understand more about Our Lady and to work for her. So please do that. Number 7 is, if you really want to be a son or daughter of Mother Mary, you must show others that you love her. And one of the easiest ways you can show how you love Mother Mary and inspire other people to do the same is by using her photos on social media, your profile pictures you're posting about all the time, you're posting already. You will inspire other people to love her, and she will see that you are totally in love with her, and she will give you the graces that you need to persevere in this world of sin. Number 8 is you need to defend Our Lady. When you're doing for example, the first Saturday devotion, we see that you're doing reparation for blasphemies against her Immaculate Conception. Most people do not accept that she was immaculately conceived, and once in a while you'll be maybe at work or in a WhatsApp group or anywhere, and somebody will say, look here, Our Lady was not conceived without sin, and you need to defend her because you are her child. You need her graces. She keeps special graces for people who defend her honor. So such things as her defending her Immaculate Conception, her divine motherhood, her assumption, bodily assumption, so many other things about her which people do not believe, her perpetual virginity. You need, and you cannot defend Mother Mary when you have not read about her, because you will not have the evidence. You cannot quote the Bible, you cannot quote tradition. That is why earlier I said you need to read about her. And when you do, you have to defend her everywhere. Wherever you talk about negative about Mother Mary, you have to stand up and say no. Yes, you'll be persecuted, you'll be scorned, but that is the price you get for being a child of Mother Mary. Next way to do, I think the 9th way is you need an altar of Mother Mary in your home. If you do not have one, if you already have one, you can improve on it. This is where you get a special place. Get a special place in your room for her. You can get a corner of your room and you put maybe a statue, you put her images, you put maybe her rosary. You can also put the Sacred Heart of Jesus and other statues or images of the saints. So get a corner. I did a video about Marian altar. You can look it up, where you can always pray your rosary every day and all the other devotions. It is very beautiful to get you graces not only in your home but also in your heart. And then the last way, number 10, is to love Saint Joseph. Mother Mary was married to Saint Joseph. It was a Josephite marriage where there were no intimacy between them. Their marriage was spiritual, and she loves Saint Joseph so much, and she's not happy that we do not love her so much, or we do not love him so much or honor him so much. So if you love Saint Joseph, it is a great way of winning the heart of Mother Mary. Love Saint Joseph, do consecration to her, get her images and statues, etc, etc. So when you do all this, trust me, your life will never be the same. You'll get graces you've never imagined in your life. I'm talking from experience. My life has changed because of Mother Mary. I've gotten so many graces. I've overcome all my addictions because of her. So please make sure in this month of May, the month of Mary, you grow in love with Mother Mary, and then you'll get the graces that you need. As usual, subscribe, share the videos with people you think need to know, and God bless you.